Today, leaders in Australia are pledging to immediately tighten gun control laws following a devastating mass shooting. At least 15 people were killed and over 24 were injured after two men opened fire on a Jewish festival in Bondi Beach. One of the suspects was killed and the other was arrested. Leaders have already proposed a measure limiting the number of guns someone can own. It would also force a review of gun licenses.
This was an attack deliberately targeted at the Jewish community on the first day of Hanukkah, which of course should be a joyous celebration, and the Jewish community are hurting today. Today all Australians wrap our arms around them and say we stand with you. We will do whatever is necessary to stamp out anti-Semitism. It is a scourge and we will eradicate it together.
Police say the 50-year-old is dead and the 24-year-old is in the hospital. They don't believe other shooters were involved in this attack. Jewish leaders here in East Texas tell CBS 19 they are horrified by the anti-Semitic terrorist shooting in Australia and say it's a tragedy this happened on the first night of Hanukkah. But Sunday was less about celebrating and more about remembering the 16 people who died in that shooting and the countless hurt. Rabbi Neil Katz of Congregation Beth El says this was a deliberate terrorist attack targeting the Jewish community in Sydney as they celebrated the first night of Hanukkah. Rabbi Katz says this is the tragedy as a reminder of the importance of unity, family, and keeping faith alive during Hanukkah.
I say that this isn't new to us. It is still painful. It is still scary. And I often say history doesn't always repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So trying to destroy Yom Kippur or Simchat Torah, which is another Jewish holiday, or Hanukkah, it doesn't work because the Jewish people have an antibody, and that is resilience and our faith. And that's where we're going to be focusing during our strength during the celebration of Hanukkah this year.